Yes, yes, it's quite funny. Like, the other part of note, I didn't even bother. I know that it's not going to have 5K to fix and fix, but no, I didn't even bother. I just let it. That's it.
What's your favorite now?
Okay, starting in how many minutes?
Discussing by six.
Break your neck. Maybe okay.
Ah, God save you. I've punch your chest.
Maybe to break your neck. Yeah.
Fine.
Ah, I'm gonna walk.
Mm.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to What is Creativity. My name is Olade Bell, and I'm the founder and CEO of ÄGBÄ Cinema. On behalf of the entire ÄGBÄ Cinema team, I want to say thank you for joining us for what promises to be 4 days of honest conversation, fresh perspective, and inspiring stories from some of the most remarkable creatives, entrepreneurs, and innovators out there. Creativity is one of the most talked about words in our world, right? Today, yet it is also one of the most misunderstood for many people. Creativity is about the heart itself, while for others it's about business, it's about leadership, it's about innovation, it's about storytelling, it's about technology, or simply finding a way to better solve our everyday problem. That is what brings us to the most important question that we have right here. We want to talk about for the next 4 days. And what it is what is creativity. Over the next 4 days, we'll be asking that question to people from different industries, different background, different experience. Not because we are looking for one that is perfect or because we are looking for a very perfect answer, but because creativity means something unique to everyone who practices it. Here at ÄGBÄ Cinema, we believe that creativity has the power to educate, to transform life, build business, create opportunities, and shape future. Through this series, we hope you discover a new idea, you challenge your old perspective, and perhaps even redefine what creativity means to you. But before we begin today's conversation, we are excited to unveil and show you guys something that represents the next chapter for us, the next journey for us as a creative education and a production company. So, drum roll, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, well, I welcome you to the new face of ÄGBÄ Cinema. We hope you love our new identity as much as we do. It represents growth, excellence, and our continued commitment to telling meaningful stories, empowering creatives, and building a community where creativity really thrives. Now, no great conversation should be done alone. Joining me today throughout this series is going to be someone who is not just passionate about creativity and the impact it has on lives. She's someone that is going to be guiding us through everyday conversation, introducing our guests and helping us unpack some of the powerful ideas we hear along the way. Please join me in welcoming our wonderful co-host, Aderonke.
Thank you so much. And firstly, congratulations to the entire team of ÄGBÄ Cinema on the unveiling of the new brand identity. It's exciting to witness this new chapter, and I believe it's the beginning of even greater things. To everyone watching this today, welcome once again to What is Creativity, a 4-day conversation series where we explore creativity through the experience of people who are building, creating, leading, and making impacts in different industries. Throughout this series, we will be hearing from entrepreneurs, creators, innovators, business owners, and professionals, each sharing what creativity means to them, how it has shaped their journey, and why they believe it matters in today's world. One thing I'm particularly excited about is that there isn't just one definition of creativity. Every guest brings a different perspective, and together those perspectives would help us better understand how creativity influences our work, our businesses, our communities, and our everyday lives. Along the way, we'll also be bringing our brand new spotlight segment where we will sit down with inspiring creatives for short personal conversation about their journey, lessons, and experiences. We'll also be showcasing amazing brands that are supporting this conversation through special features advertisements. Now let's begin today's conversation.
All right, welcome again. It has been an amazing journey so far, and we are here again. And what we've been discussing is understanding perspective of what creativity is. And today, I think I can boldly say that we will hear a lot, and today we are just going to hear a lot. And we have an amazing guest with us who is an artist. But I'm going to leave the introduction for him to introduce himself. I don't want to be like me, who will literally bash his have a good one. Alright, so let's welcome Beto Pius. Alright. Good evening, and how are you? I'm good. Alright, so let's start. Who's it?
So basically, my name is Beto. I'm a student in film industry and acting industry. I'm an artist, performing and artist and mentor. I wrote stuff, so I play instruments, anything related to music, and
Oh, awesome. Alright, so let me put it like this. Who is able to choose when there's no microphone, no studio, no session, no audience, no music?
just a random guy. Just a random guy. I love doing what I feel like and what I think is best for me. A student, just a random student that wants to achieve things. Nothing.
Random student, looking to achieve his dreams. Alright, fair enough. You said you grew up in London. Alright, so now when you look back now, was there a particular moment when music stopped being something you enjoy and became something you feel like you were called to do? And if there was a moment like that, can you share the moment?
Yes, there's a moment like that. A lot of times.
Okay.
Because what I can actually say about the industry, right? It's not really easy as things have people do. Even though at the moment, doing music sometimes, I just feel like that. I want to force this thing and just make it natural. Like that. I don't want to force it out and everything. At the same time, you just have to talk to yourself that I love doing this thing. Ask yourself the question. Do I love doing this thing or I'm doing for people to see or because of the high bar or another? Sometimes I just speak to myself that okay, I'm not doing this thing for the result. I'm doing it because I do so. And there have been a lot of times for comfort. I'll be like, I'm really not getting anything from this and it's getting a lot from me personally. I want to back up or I take nice pictures of that. I just keep doing
Times like you're not really getting anything.
Or maybe you plan on dropping a project and your own expectation was like, this project to be like this. At the end,
It's not really
the result
that way. So I think I'd say it's a normal thing in more of every industry.
It's a normal thing. It's a normal thing. At the same time, but as of music, yeah, it's not a normal thing. Just keep going, that's it. It's not a normal thing. And just I have this belief that I'm not doing it for the game or I'm doing it because I love it. So it pays off fine. And if they're not, I don't.
Go to school. So so if I'm getting you right, it's more of just for love.
Yes, yeah. Because I've been playing instrument right from primary schools. I don't anything related to it.
Which instrument do you play?
I play drums, I play saxophone.
You usually like my instrument instruments.
Musical instrument.
Yeah, musical instrument. You can't. When you talk about noise, like when I'm in the context of noise now, drums. When you hit the drum, it's different from when you strike a guitar.
I don't say anything. It depends on what you are actually bringing from the instrument. So before you have to bring from the instrument.
Okay. Alright. So moving forward, our theme today is what is creativity, and a lot of people think creativity starts in the studio or in front of a laptop or when you're trying to write a song. But now, for you personally, where does creativity really start? Is it a feeling?
or an experience or in the midst of a conversation, or does it just show up unexpectedly?
As for me, creativity is a story from my own end because of the story expression. It's a way of you trying to be like push understand what you're trying to feel and everything. This type of person that I don't think urgent of me. But well, at the same time, there are certain point of time where I be like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, just focus on this. So I use my stories, emotions. So music makes it easy for me to understand and being like, okay, this is what it's talking about. For me, music and creativity is like my story, my things I've been experiencing and all this shit. Just for people to be able to understand and relate to be relatable. So for me,
so can we say that we can get a piece of yourself in all your music? So if you give us something, like a particular song, and which part of yourself was you really portraying?
But the way sort of melody, yeah.
Okay.
Melody was my first track. It's not my first track, but my first track officially had officially on all platforms. So that year I was just in the studio. I made a cover of this design actually. Yeah, I'm saying then now I remember it. You posted it on Instagram. For like for me to check the page again and everything, they restricted me from seeing it.
Oh my God, Jesus.
They restricted me from, I can't, even when I started to Danny on my page, I can't see.
Is it like you restricted your blocked?
It's not blocked me, restricted me from seeing his page. After posting it for like 24 hours. So I used my other backup page and search, I can still see. So it's there. I just feel like, so I recorded that song that the day before I noticed. I was just feeling happy and I was like, okay, then just do that. So just a record out of joy and everything, not a proper.
So the melody is a happy you.
Yes, not a proper project. I just played out it. Just
okay. So when we talk about what about Away?
It is a love song.
Always a love song. So the lover boy you.
The lover boy is the lover boy don't die at the same time.
We should be able to play. We should just listen to Away and probably the lover boy is back.
No, at the same time he's back, but there are some reasons I have to doubt myself again. Can I still continue and do like, can I still do this because of what I've experienced and everything? So that's what brings about poison.
Oh my bloody Jesus. So we can say that Away and Poison are kind of intertwined. Away is a love song. Poison was the poison that killed the
You put it out.
we can put it like that. Yeah. Okay, so that means in every project you do, we kind of can you say that it's a theme of you, or it's a theme for almost every artist for them to put a bit of themselves in their music?
I don't know for other artists, but for me, okay, some people just do, I can say, they don't really know what they are basically on this music genre. I've seen a lot of artists around be like, how to do this type of this type of music. I know my own part, yeah. But I'll make love music and these type stories and people. Anyone that I feel like, okay, this one is more easier for me, love about faith, and I'm the type that I feel connected to love songs the most. It's not really love, but the most of love Poison. That's what I'm good at.
Okay. So let me put this. If I listen to you well, what you're trying to say is a bit of storytelling in your music. Yeah. Well, how important is storytelling in music?
It's very important. Even though when you're singing love songs, just normal emotions and everything, apple show, everything. Even though the story, even though artists like a lot, you like it, things that I don't really That no possible. That doesn't really happen. Behind the lot. No, it's just normal vibe now. Just be like, just one of the big three, saying came from nothing. Meanwhile, he's rich from the start and everything. So that is normal. That's the normal thing for me. But at the same time, there was a story. Maybe before you blow, but after, I lie. Most of it just lie about it. Because okay, you drop an album, 1 to 3 album about yourself, about your story, which you want to continue doing. Those are like the stories that you feel. Okay, there are some stories that okay, apart from me now, my next project, because as of now, I give it pause on music this year because there are some strategic stuff that has been happening like even this year. Yeah. So I didn't feel the connection again. That love for the thing has not come. I don't want to be like comforting it. So the other way is then like what I'm facing right now is actually even I want to write what I'm facing right now, the phase I am right now. That was what I would put out there and I don't want it to be so I'm trying to put myself out of that.
So you don't want us to know what you're going through.
That's it. If I want to write now,
You're going to
I
write.
write on my feelings. So I'm going to do that. I don't want us to think.
Let's talk about your process. Right. The song really do you like this? Do you go searching for song, or there is a song that comes to you more like okay, example now. Let's say you want to freestyle and you're just sitting there and something just popped. Like this one looking for you, or do you really sit down, try to arrange the song?
I'm trying to understand what you're saying. The American freestyle because they are a type of artists that freestyle, that freestyle. But in American.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just in my room, like listening to something and everything. Not even in my room. I can in class and everything. Some melodies and everything. So at first I pull it up. Then I continue with that. How to sit down and write it, put it together. Because I have the feeling of if I freestyle, just roll it. It won't give me the result I want. But if I sit down,
So there's a standard of excellence stories and stuff. Alright, can you remember a song? Let's talk about poison. Alright now. Alright, how did you write poison?
Actually, so they don't put my artist. So I was just looking for something that would be like continuation of what I thought. So I was just like, okay, there is this. It's actually one of the ways that some really things for it. So people don't really know the meaning of the song. Then I keep repeating in the chorus, but it's actually awesome. So that day I'll just be like creating this, but okay, there was this my friend, childhood friend. So that was last year. So I was like, how about this person, this girl? And I was like, deep. So like it was like a lie or no possible.
It's with the
Actually, me fucked up. I don't say I didn't even talk to people. I thought seriously not people fucked up. So I told him the stories and everything. He was shocked and everything. He was also an artist. Mega. So I told him the story because actually an artist. We should make boys together. But he felt that it's too related for me. That was like so what I did for the reason why I wrote for it, I was just trying to write something.
So actually now that song is about what she did.
About how she
If you want to know what happened, I listen to it. Okay, so let's go this route. You talked about how you how you stop music. So I think one thing many creatives struggle with is creatives in general now is fear, the fear of judgment, what people will say about what I do, the fear of being misunderstood. Imagine the way you said poison is about what happened to you, and someone picks it up and say, "Oh, he's talking to me." You understand? Do you understand? So many creatives, they're always afraid of, the fear of being misunderstood, the fear of putting their work out there. Now, have you ever genuinely loved something and you're afraid that people will not understand and it restricted you from putting it out? Or if you now did have to put it out, how did you overcome that fear?
It says something faith that I don't worry about.
Yes.
So, an example is that I have this feeling of if I put it out there, I'm not big enough to put that out there. People won't understand. But just assume one of the big artists in the video dropped something like that about stories of the time. They are not selling on his own camera. So I knew some people in the lecture, someone very close to me, 3 of them at the time. So that thing really makes me a lot. Really makes me a lot. So I was thinking, even though if I'm singing about this shit right now, people won't understand. I'm still trying to bring people together, bring my own fan base, pull it together and everything. So they won't really understand. It's like this one is just singing and everything. That's why I can do that. And that's why like I don't want to drop any project until I'm able to drop a normal project.
But what if that feeling will get?
That's the company. Bring about it. It should be actually. It's not that. It's kind of at the same time. I will just have to figure my way.
So if I understand, it's more of the feeling is not going to go. It's more of how can you outcome it, right? Despite the fact that I feel like this, I'm still able to put myself together to write something about what I'm feeling or it. Can I do something else?
Okay. I see back in it.
Probably so wrong.
I see back in it.
But let me ask this. What have you learned about yourself that, this thing, you learned it because of music? That you know that this thing actually learned it because I do music. And if I had not been doing music, I would not discover this part of my session.
Okay, first of all, I don't begin to practice. I don't really like that shit from start. Going to practice, plugging and stuff there. There are some time meditation, something like that. So I want to do yeah. I don't have to just like the meditation, but it's okay. I want to perform and everything. Actually, I'm not a target artist. I'm not really scared of crowd and everything. But I don't just like staying at the door or staying out for long. Just like that. I don't like staying out for long. But all because of the
So music showed you a part of yourself that can go out.
That's it.
So if a 17-year-old Ethiopian walks into the film, what are you doing?
17?
Yeah.
Whatever, I'm not doing like,
What are you doing there?
what am I?
What are you doing there?
There's nothing I'm going to tell you because it's actually not telling because when I was doing anything else, I can just continue trying to make things with my work myself. So,
Was you be surprised where you had
at least I'm trying to be surprised.
that you will get it?
Yeah.
It's okay. Okay, so let me ask this question. Do you believe creativity is only for artists?
No.
Or can we put people in business, leadership, parenting, and something someone gets to do in their everyday life? Do you want to put them also in the box of yes, they are also creative?
Creativity, anything I think. Actually creating something over there. There is one lecturer in this year, this very contest. He actually lecturer, but through his lecturing, he has it like he create the time to create something at least he has a lot of programs to come and in 4 years. Yes. It's very complex. I know that more complex because it's a lecturer that even though you enter his speed, you can't be a lecturer. But if you check into like his post and everything, then you find out he's a lecturer. Some people don't really know that he's a lecturer too. So I just think even though anything I think the amount of the pastor or anything you can face when you have at least people are getting something out of what you're doing. Maybe you're making some people laugh, the boy laughs laugh, or there's something, just give an impact. Not just there. So anything can create anything out of your daily activity.
So anybody can be creative, and everybody should actually be creative.
It depends on how you see it, engage. It depends on how you see it. Because some people, okay, a lot of people are doing community right now.
Yeah.
At first, it might not look like an easy task. Some people, a lot of people will make sense of you and be like, all right, it don't make sense to some people at first.
Yeah.
So it depends on you on your own side and how you are actually facing it. It's something everybody can do. How you think?
So let me ask you, what inspires you when you see beautiful things or when you do it?
When I'm happy and at the same time, okay, when it's the beginning of the year, this year, January, I was up. Then after a month, I was down again. So anything that inspires me,
So more inspiration comes from both sides.
it's emotion, food, even though I'm eating inspiration. I can get a lot of into not really basically on something like one point and be like this or without this stuff you can't make music or without there are some people and be like maybe don't smoke you can't make music so I think that thing has trash. Something will come. It's not that I'm discriminating people that smoke. So it's not. I might still smoke. I'm not smoking right now, but I might. It's 80%, but I don't know yet. So, but you see, without that smoke, you can't write, you can't perform, you can't do anything. You know that shit. You want to write, right? Since it's something you love doing, something that's like
Yeah.
So
in the next 5 years, right? What do you want people to remember about it? Or when people hear the name of the page, what do you want? Are you planning to change the name of the page? Yes.
I don't know, but actually, I wish I did. I wish I did.
So, in the next 5 years, right? Imagine people hear the name of the page. What do you want them to know, or what is the first thing you want to come to your mind outside the box of music?
I want to be like that guy that does this first something like because going to my TikTok page last year, it's not even last year. Right now, my TikTok page is private and I pick a lot of stuff down there. But if you check in there, you see like all my posts about me. Like that guy is really person. It's always time. But actually, people know that I tried, and I'm very sure they'll put it on me like this. So it's.
So let me ask this question. As a creator, right? There are times that we get this phrase a lot. Think outside of the box. Now, let me ask: is there truly outside of the box? What or how are you going to actually? Are we literally? Let's imagine the box is here. I'm not done with the box already. Or before you tell me the thing outside of the box, what is outside of the box? What am I thinking outside of the box? What's inside the box? What comes to your mind when you hear think outside of the box?
Actually, what I think is that like you say, the box is there. Everybody is actually focusing inside the box. You thinking outside the box, it makes you sound different, you look different, your creativity and everything is different. It's not that you're actually doing what it is inside the box. Inside the box and you're doing. It's not that you're doing anything different. They're just trying to be like, okay, we are in this room, all of us are making music. Let's just say we are in this room now, like a couple of artists are in this room. We are making music, same music, but there's a way I promote my stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, some artists promote their the common way of promotion now, dragging themselves, all type of shit, and you feel like, okay, I don't follow this. Some with them wake up. I don't follow this. Okay, paying of TikTok guys and everything at least for promotion, and you're like, no, you don't want to do that yourself. You don't want to follow that habit, and you want to be like, think of something outside the box and what you even think about. Maybe you want the same type of that.
I think I can use in this line. You know what you're talking about. There was a friend she wanted to start promoting a movie that she was using AI to generate cards. I don't know if you see it. It's actually helped her. You know, when imagine someone is making content with a lot of cards. Just to go that what you're trying to say, something like that.
If you are there because you actually make people, that's what I'm trying to say. They help you. There is like, it's actually one of the, all of us will be sleeping to the phone. You have to take the phone out to take the phone. Okay, I might decide tomorrow and be like, okay, I'm studying engineering. I want to use what I'm studying to promote myself. Started putting it up engineering things. I started making videos on my own. So it's still part of it. So thinking outside the box actually makes it unless just to focus on.
Let me ask this. Should I say last question? Maybe. Is creativity a blessing or a curse? Now, in this light, right? Okay, in this light, right? Imagine the fact of trying to make something better every single time. Alright, it's a good thing to make your but that's a blessing. But the moment it is, I want to make it better, that's what you keep saying every day till you don't end up putting that out. So that is not the cause.
First of all, as an artist, I'll say something. Don't overthink your craft. Don't worry, because I noticed something. I was doing that shit before. So sometimes the first lyrics and the first word coming to my head as an artist when I want to write and everything, I'll be like, no good, I want to change it. I want to change it. Meanwhile, that's actually the key of that music. And you'll be like, no, I don't like it, I've recorded it, but I just want to change it. Don't overthink your plans. The more you overthink, the more you damage. The more you overthink about that crap. I've done a lot of, okay, before Poison, I recorded a song, that's January 30 last year. Then I was thinking, I don't really like this song. But now, if I play that song to people, I'll be like, why you drop this song? You can still play that. I can still play it out, but not now. Maybe if I put it out, then, so maybe it's cool for better than Poison. So,
if you put it out now,
no, it's not too far. No, I don't know, but I'm talking about them.
So when should we expect this?
There is some, but
I don't go out.
I don't come on. So as an artist, don't over. Not even artist alone. Content creator, dealer, anything. Don't overthink your craft. The aspect that you think doesn't necessarily. That's what people might be like, okay, I love this part. Yeah. So that was one.
That explains the fact that human beings have choice. The fact that you don't like something doesn't mean. So, as a creative, you should be able to blow out. I tell people as you should be able to listen into light, watch what you're doing into like the light of I am the creator, and also the light of I am the audience, right? Because it gets so blurry that people only listen as creator. They've not mastered how to remove themselves from this embodiment of I'm trying to create something or I'm trying to correct something to the point of I just want to listen to this thing and enjoy. So I think that's one thing creative needs to learn. That's one thing they need to master to be able to, how do I say, separate themselves. Like, let me use video editing as an example, because I'm kind of in that field. Actually, I was kind of. So, when you watch, have you watched the movie Air Doctor? I watched the film. Oh my God, they would analyze every single thing. Why one light is here, why this person is wearing color red, why the other person is wearing color black, why they use this shot, why they use the other shot, why the camera was not here, why the light was not there. And most of the time, it's okay, right? I tell my students to do that, to learn how people do things. But at the same time, it's needed to know that you need to learn to watch as though you are not a creative at all, as though you did not do this work at all, to the end that you are just there to enjoy. I think with that, many people would learn to absorb their own work passionately. Then it would reduce the rate that you don't want to put something out. Because I just wrote the book recently, and in the book, one of the things that was there was the fact, because it's one thing that I don't really like. Me as a person, it's okay for your project to be okay. It's okay for your project to be the standard. But I just tell people, even when you don't meet that standard, at times put it out because it did not meet that standard. Such that in the next 10 years, also understanding that whatever you're doing in the job, in the next 10 years, let people have the ability to trace back and let them see that, it got better. You get what I mean? So even if it is not this, because the funniest part is whatever you think is your standard now, in the next 10 years, it will not be your standard again. So if you don't want to put it out because it is my standard now, put it out because it is not your standard. Right. So let me ask this one last question. And if somebody is watching right now and the person is saying, "I'm not creative," what would you tell the person?
Like when someone
Someone is saying that, "I'm not creative."
I'm not creative at all.
Yeah. And the person believes that he's not creative. So what would you tell the person?
Okay, there is a story. This streamer in India. It was like, I don't want to mention it, but someone was bored. When he started streaming, there is this one person who always showing this one person. So because of that one person, he always like continue. So at the end, maybe after months, like 8-7 months of streaming, then you find out that he's the only one person watching the video. Oh my God, this is. So you saying you are not creative? As from there, because you never knew, maybe you was one watching his own life and everything. Because as the platform works, when you're online, your face name will be added to the list of people watching. Like that one. So it's only no. It was the craft and the clips of what they have done past. They now go trying and be like, "This guy." Just imagine you knew that he was not watching himself would have stopped. Yeah. And all those clips of his madness and everything up to that point, don't be able to do it. So someone telling you that okay, maybe you are not creative at all and everything. It depends on how that person sees you or try to like might not even really relate. Okay, I've seen just the way I write love songs and put it out there. I've met a lot of friends and be like, "Hey, we stop singing the videos. Sing something with the motivators and guy, I know before me. I'm good at this thing. Let me. They know I'm not good at those aspects, but I find this easy for me. Very, very easy. Something that I just like I can sit down with home without any stress and everything. But okay, I want to sing emotion. I have to sit down and think. I have to sit down and think, oh, I should be waiting for like I have to wait till something emotional bad happens to me before I'll be able to write. So I have to remember my past or the negativities. No. If someone's coming to come with something, I'll write them. So if someone tell me you're not creative, it's not far away. At least someone is watching. So people fuck away. So you can't use because of one person or your own personal opinion to judge your own creativity. There will be someone that you are fucking.
Well, kind of that. And I'm going to say to everybody out there, I believe that there's one part of you that is creative to take something. You just have to figure it out, you have to find it out, and you have to make it happen. Right? You don't need to wait for what people say or what people want to believe. Do your thing, right? Just like I said earlier, even if it is your standard, put it out. When it is not your standard, put it out. I believe that you are the journey. Don't worry, you will not go tomorrow, I promise you. Alright? It's a journey, so and you might blow tomorrow too.
That's why I say don't overthink your plan because you might be gaining of yourself.
That's it. Some of you, if you're watching this, life is not discovering you, you are frustrating yourself. So,
I'm myself overthinking stuff right now.
Okay. The business is overthinking stuff.
I'll just be like, guys, I don't need this. Alright, let's move on.
So, FBs, thank you so much. It's nice of you here. It's okay. We don't want to call you again now. So, thank you so much.
For sharing your thoughts and experiences with us. One thing that really stood out from this conversation is that creativity isn't just about having great ideas, it's about having the courage to take notes, ideas, and turn them into something that creates value, solves problems, and leaves a lasting impact. I hope everyone watching has taken away something meaningful from this conversation, because this is exactly why we're having these conversations. Now, every creative journey has a story. Behind every successful brand, business, or creative is a person whose passion, resilience, and dedication has shaped who they are today. That's why, in every episode of What is Creativity, we'll be shining a light to one remarkable individual making an impact in the creative space. And that brings us one of my favorite parts of the show, the spotlight. This is where we step away from our conversation and shine a light on remarkable individuals who are using their creativity to educate, inspire, challenge perspective, and create meaningful impact. Today's spotlight is on someone whose work goes beyond creating content. He uses storytelling, critical thinking, and education to spark conversations, influence minds, and help people to see the world differently. As a digital essayist, he tells stories that make us think. As a social analyst, he examines society through a thoughtful and insightful lens. And as a solar educationalist, he's passionate about sharing knowledge that empowers people and promotes sustainable solutions. His work is a proof that creativity isn't just about entertainment, it's about informing, educating, and inspiring change. Please join me as we shine today's spotlight on Ali the OG. Let's hear his story.
I think creativity is less about making things beautiful and more about making things make sense. In the line of what I do, I see creativity as a form of perspective. a way of creating clarity and solving problems. And also, creativity doesn't need to be all about art. It doesn't need to be all about painting, music, and drawing and design. It can be in form of articles, it can be in form of video, and sometimes it can be in form of explanation that makes someone see something in a better light for the first time. So to me, creativity is all about perspective, it's all about clarity and solving problems. The reason I combine all these things into one place is because when it comes to real life, these things are not separated. They are part of our life. Technology is part of our life. Electricity is part of our life. The media is part of our life. Our social life rotates around the same thing on and on. So instead of picking one, I follow the problem. And the problem forced me into multiple worlds of these niches. And in the line of what I do, where I have to make people understand something better and make something simpler for people to understand, I cannot stay in one box. So that's why I have to combine all these things together. Not at all. But the only thing I can remember is that when I was young, I've always been a curious guy. I like to understand things around me. I like asking a lot of questions. So growing up, I see people going about their daily life, using and interacting with things they don't even know how it works. That gap, that's where everything started. And no, I didn't grow up knowing I would do this. I couldn't just ignore the problem anymore. So I become that guy that help the people understand the environment, the things around them better. To me, storytelling is the best way to actually do things, especially if it has to do with explaining something for people, especially things that are complex. Number one is that because story sticks. You notice if you tell someone a story, they will remember the details of the story because the story brings up emotion, the story reduces friction. So it is the best way to do explanation for people. If you tell them details about facts, they may forget. But the story that strikes emotion in them, they will always remember how they felt listening to the story. Because story helps people to remember things properly. So I choose story to just achieve this goal. The simple truth about this is that the story decides the format. If I need depth, I write articles. And if the story needs emotion, I try to film it or record it as a video. And if I need another visual perspective, I fly drones to just take the shot or take the video. And if I need speed, I post short content. I discovered that not every idea deserves a video and not every idea deserves an essay. And content is not about what you do. It's about how you want it to be experienced. So in this case, the story decides the format. The idea I use while doing this is to just ask myself that if someone is hearing about this topic for the first time, what are these things that will confuse them? What are the things that they will find out to understand? So I start building from there and make it simple. So most times I don't dumb content down. I'm not about reducing the intelligence in the topic. I'm just trying to remove the complexities so any random person can understand it. One of the things we are not blessed with as human is to see something that is not directly in front of us, unlike other animals like birds. So the first time you see something from above, it changes how you actually view the world, because seeing something from above allows you to see more of things that is on ground. Like you can see more than one thing at the same time. You can see how beautiful things look when they are taken from the area perspective. The first time someone experiences a new perspective and how beautiful it is to see something from above, it changes everything. Yes, that is very correct. Creativity begins with curiosity. But curiosity is not only the building block of creativity. We have the curiosity, we have imagination, and we have exposure. All these three things are a big part of creativity, because without curiosity, you will not want to create something new. Without imagination, you will not be able to imagine how something new can be created. And without exposure, you may not be able to know the direction of what to create. So creativity begins with curiosity, exposure, and imagination. One thing I've come to understand about trend is that trend expires because trend got replaced by newer trends. And one thing that doesn't go out of line is value. value always compound, value always pay off, value always stand the test of time. So I focus on creating value instead of chasing trend, and that has always been working for me. And also, I don't totally ignore trends. I don't just let them decide what I create, because at the end of the day, I know what I'm creating is not for one moment. I know it is something that will be needed for longer. So I focus on value, which people will always come back to after the trend dies. Sometimes this can be difficult, but what has always helped me that I notice is that I separate the thinking time from my posting time. Truly, thinking time can be slow, but after thinking, the next thing is execution. So once I'm done thinking about an idea, I make sure I try to build and create it as soon as possible so that I can get fast with the posting. By trying to optimize the time between thinking and creating, I'm able to be consistent without becoming shallow. People will hardly adopt what they don't understand. And the truth is that solar is not only expensive, it is also confusing to a lot of people. All this inverter, PV, batteries, it is like a new language to some people. I've been able to use creativity to explain it in a way that people will get. I've also been able to translate it into day-to-day language, like what can this carry along with this battery last, which mistakes should you avoid. With this, I've been able to make people understand, and by understanding it, they have been able to adopt this technology more and more. Yes, many times I've failed. I've had multiple ideas that didn't land. I've had multiple videos that didn't connect. Also, I've had situations whereby I have an idea in my head, but in execution it is very weak. But I've learned something great from this experience. This experience has shown me a gap between what I think will work and what really works in real life. And this gap shows me where I need to improve and where I need to grow. I will speak only for the creative industry. I think the Nigeria creative industry focus too much on entertainment, and they avoid things that really matter most times. If you see majority of our creators in Nigeria, it's mostly entertainment. Only few focus on systems, only few focus on technology, only few focus on education. So I think we should look at that area too, so we can be up to standard with other bigger societies. The thing that excites me the most about artificial intelligence is the speed. The speed is very impressive. You can get a lot of things done with AI in a very short period, which is not there before the advancement of this AI. The thing I'm so concerned about is about depth and reasoning. A lot of people are starting to delegate their thinking and reasoning to AI these days. And if you stop thinking and we started generating, we have more content and less depth, less understanding, and less reasoning, which is actually something we should be concerned about. I strongly suggest that artificial intelligence should amplify our thinking and not replace it totally. We should be careful about it. For me, I would say inspiration starts it and preparation sustains it. Maybe 20% inspiration and 80% preparation, because a lot of times I have to go into deep work, I have to go into research to be sure of what I will post, to be sure of what I want to teach people, to be sure of how to make people understand things, and how to make sure I'm not misleading them. So it's more of preparation than inspiration most times. I also like to believe that the more you prepare, the more inspired you become. So it is not magic, it is built. Yes, there's one popular misconception that creativity is talent. Creativity is never talent, it is learned. Creativity is all about imagination, about observation, about creating values, about solving problems, about having exposure. So if you have all of this all together, you can be creative. And yes, you can learn it. Anybody can learn to be creative. And the sweet thing about creativity is that the more you create, the more creative you get. If I would give any advice to any young creator, is to just stop waiting. I know a lot of people like to wait to have the perfect gadget, to have the perfect equipment before they start creating. A lot of them want to have connection. They think you need to be special, you need to be this or that to create. You don't need all that. All you need is a purpose. Why do you want to create? You don't need to have it all figured out before you start. If you can create something of value, if you can do great things with your content, just start. The right people will find you. The connection you are looking for will find you. The clarity you are wanting will find you on the way. Just start building. Just start. All the things you want will find you on your way up. That's the truth. The best way I usually recharge my creativity is to just step away from creating. I don't like to force myself to create. So I just step away. Sometimes I just stay idle. Sometimes I observe. Sometimes I consume great content. I discover that the best way to recharge is to pause sometimes. The type of legacy I want to leave is that when they watch my content, they remember it for adding value to them, that it makes things better for them to understand, that they find all the things I create useful and it add value to their life and their mind. That's just it, because that's the goal of everything I'm creating. To me, I would say creativity is the ability to use your curiosity, your imagination, your exposure to create something valuable or to solve problems. That's how I would define creativity.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed today's Spotlight conversation. Every creative journey reminds us that success isn't built overnight. It is shaped by passion, consistency, and the courage to keep creating. As we continue today's discussion, it's important to remember that creativity has many forms. For some, it is expressed through film, for others, through business, design, or technology. And for many, creativity finds its most powerful voice through music.
All right, so welcome again to another session, and I've got one of the biggest person right here with us. She holds a lot, and she's actually in the Web3 space. I don't know if she has. Have you left Web3 for? Or you're still Web3? Or you're doing it too?
Both.
So she's in the Web3 and the Web2 space, and she does a lot. But the goal have always been to know words. They see things from their lights. They've been in the space for a while, and they've gone through what I might be trying to go through, what you might be trying to go through now. And the goal is just to know what they know, hear what they know, so that we can apply what they know. And the question still remains, what is creativity? So, which one should I even call you? King V, right? Welcome.
Thank you.
So, your name?
My full name,
Yes.
Okoli Uchechi Vivian.
Jesus Christ, I did not hear.
Okoli Uchechi Vivian,
So
but I'm
she's
popularly known
as
as
King V. Yeah, so this is Okoli Uchechi Vivian, that everybody knows as King V. What do you do? And what do you own?
What do I do?
And what do you own?
Okay. I'm a product manager in the general sense, but when you dig deeper, I am actually a product strategist and a founder.
Okay,
And I'm
so
also a content writer.
okay, she's a project manager, a product strategist, a founder, and a writer.
Yes.
How now they do plenty things. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah, interwoven.
oh my God, I don't know. All right. Oh, you said you're a founder. So, what have you created? What have you started? Or what are you building?
Okay, some are still in their MVP stage,
Okay.
and we've already launched two.
Wow. See.
Yes.
Okay.
The first is Afia Foundation. That's actually a non-governmental organization that helps the less privileged, and we also help when it comes to health issues and all.
Okay.
Then
If you need money and you're less privileged now, reach out.
Exactly.
You know people that have money, eh?
money.
Okay.
Okay, so for Men in DeFi, that's the second one.
Oh, she's the founder of Men in DeFi.
Okay, so for Men in DeFi, it is a non-profit organization dedicated to empowering men who will actually thrive and grow in the Web3 space and beyond. We're not just building them to grow and thrive in the Web3 space. We're equipping them with skills that would actually help them grow and thrive within and beyond that other Web3 space.
Sure. You've literally just shown creativity from an entrepreneur. No. So, and it's one reason why I'm glad to have you here, because you can always you're someone I believe that can stand in the gap as a creative, both in the literal, as a profession and also as an entrepreneur. Right. So, what is creativity to you?
Okay, creativity. To me, I would say creativity is when you find an opportunity in something that people think there's already a solution for it. Like you find a loophole in that solution, or you find a possibility in a problem or an opportunity in a problem.
Is that from an entrepreneur side?
Anywhere. It doesn't really have to be based on entrepreneur. Okay, anybody can be creative.
Yeah.
The fact that I'm a product manager and your level of creativity or where you use your creativity will stem from will differ from where mine is stem from.
Okay.
So it's in that definition is actually something that covers all aspects, because for you to be creative you have to find the problem. There are problems in the videography world that might have not yet have solutions, or there are problems in the videography world that have solutions already, but they are not yet solved totally.
Okay.
And even the ones trying to solve them might be too expensive or out of reach for people, for a lot of people. So that is it. That is why I said creativity is just like you finding a problem in something that looks like a solution already, or you just come up with something. Something that's okay.
All right. Okay. So, from what you said, right? I want to ask this question.
Okay.
As a founder, has there been a situation where you had to think about a solution? Have there ever been a problem where you had to think about a solution and what you did was not a conventional thing?
Yes, countless times.
So can you share a few?
Countless times, a lot. For example, if I say this, I'm not going to use that as an example.
Okay.
Let me think of something else. Okay. There was a time I wanted to. Okay, let me use Men in DeFi as an example now. There was a time when I was like, okay, there are a lot of men out there that just joined the Web3 space. Let me teach them. They will know this if I start from the basics. And after I started that Nigerian program, I realized that most men, unlike women, that okay, if you teach them the basics, they will want to flow with it. Most men are not interested in the basics. They just want to know how to do it and go figure out. Yeah, exactly. So at that point, that Nigerian program was not the best thing. It didn't solve that problem I wanted it to solve. So I have to now come up with upskill with need,
Oh, okay.
where in each skill I came up with different skills that's different how will I put it now? Different skills that will be taught to these men. Like I didn't go for simple or any skill they can learn anywhere. I started with art skills like technical writing and all. So that way, when I started this skill acquisition program, I taught them both the basics and what they actually need to know about that particular skill. The basics of Web3 and what they need to know about that particular skill. So that way, at least they will know that their mind will be like, okay, yes, she's still going to teach us this. She's still going to teach us this, so let's flow. So that way, they will even force themselves to learn that particular thing, because they will believe that if they do not follow from the beginning, they will not flow to the end.
To the end. Okay. So you're someone that trains people, you're someone to talk, right? And I want to ask these questions. What problem have you faced trying to train people?
Okay. First of all, my voice. It's tiny. Very tiny.
And low.
No, and low. Until I'm vexed.
Yeah, you want to watch Man City football.
Or when I'm arguing.
Exactly, about Man City.
Exactly. So my voice is low. That's the first thing. Most times, and I don't like stress. That's one of the things I would say is the first struggle I've struggled when I teach people. I've faced rather when I teach people. Another one is I overthink. I overthink a lot. I'll be like, am I going to do this thing well? Am I doing it? So even when I'm teaching, I overthink. So after the first and second time of me taking people publicly, I now realize that I don't really need to think. I don't really need to follow the same routine. I can use this routine for these people, for this set of people, and try to be creative and use something else for this class. So overthinking, comparing myself to top tutors too, instead of learning from them. I do compare myself then, not anymore.
Okay.
I compared myself at the beginning to top tutors. I'll be like, oh, why am I not sound as this? And when I started taking people, I stammer normally. I stammer.
Okay.
I stammer. I don't know why I'm fluent, because I'm fluent, but I stammer. And if I'm vexed, there are times when I won't even know how to place the word. So one of those things I faced was me being a stammerer.
Okay.
I don't know, my words don't flow then, but along the way, the only thing that made me just even start that, I know that okay, at that point was with me, was the fact that I was like, I'll do it regardless. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
So because of I started regardless, I unlearned a lot of things, and I learned a lot of things. It's helpful.
Amazing. All right, let's go a little bit out of direction from where we are, and I want to ask this: if a 14-year-old King V, Okoli, Vivian, walks into this room, what will you tell her? I wanted to say him, but what will you tell her?
It's personal, but I'll say
It's mad.
thank God you did not kill yourself.
Oh my God, it is.
Yes, thank God you did not kill yourself. At some point, when I was still a little girl, I used to think my parents were not my real parents. I'm already giving out too much information because I'm the first child. If I say something, they'll be like, oh, you have to enjoy it for your siblings. If I'm at fault, even if I'm not at fault, they will still like, there's a way they will shout, and it made me feel like my feelings didn't matter then. And it also made me lose my self-confidence. I had low self-esteem when I was very young, and I used to be bullied. But regardless, I usually give this I don't care face. So you will not know that it was getting to me at that point. Then you will not even know. You will not know. So I just want the main thing I'll say is I'll first thank her for not killing herself because I had suicidal thoughts then. Another thing is I'll say this is personal. I don't want to say from camera. Okay. That's just
Okay. Now let me ask a question. Do you think your journey, right? Everybody has their own imperfect journey, has shaped you to who you are now. Now, this is the other side of the question. Do you think if you've actually had a smoother journey, you would not be where you are now, or you would have been better than where you are?
Okay. I won't say I didn't have a smooth journey, but my parents were okay, but they were not the kind of parents that would support you when it comes to do with anything outside. So the fact that I have to now put in the effort myself, even though they were discouraging me and saying, oh, don't do this, don't do that.
Do they still discourage you? No. Yes, sir.
They do. But as reduced, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do, but not like before.
Not like before.
The only thing I'm still grateful to God is the fact that I'm stubborn when it comes to some things. If I put my mind on something, no matter what you see, until that thing hurts me, that is when I'll not say, oh, please still don't kill me up. Aside from that, I'm very stubborn when it comes to me saying, oh, this is what I want to do, I must do it, I'm doing it, I don't even care what anybody wants to say. So when it's now happened, I hear my eye now shine. Okay, so the question you asked, if I had this smoother journey, no. If my parents had supported me, maybe I would have gotten some gigs, like modeling gigs, because I had.
Wanted to do modeling?
No, I didn't want to, but modeling agencies were reaching out to me even till 2022.
Wow.
The last modeling agency that reached out to me was in 2022.
Nigerian-based modeling agency?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So, even from as a child, they've been reaching out to me.
It's not easy for someone to be fine.
Excuse me, please. It's my eyes. So, if my parents had supported me then, maybe I would have gone into modeling and I wouldn't have even discovered that I love this. And now that I think of this, I don't even think I'm really a fan of modeling stuff. So I feel if they had supported me, I might have ended up being in a place I didn't even want to.
So if I'm going to round this up, you are kind of grateful your parents are the type of person they are.
Yes, actually. And also, the way they trained me also made me strong. Yes, my dad trained me like a man. So I'm the first child. Okay. And given the fact that my voice was very tiny again, my dad was like, you want me to be strong.
How do?
But the only thing that did not change
was your
voice. But
so if they put you in the midst of guys that if you throw blow, you will throw it.
I throw blow. But at least I can stand up for myself.
Yeah,
yes, are you sure? I can stand up for myself.
Okay, all right. Let's just go in, and let me ask this question: what is creative block to you?
Okay, creative block is when you find it difficult to put in your creativity into work. Maybe it doesn't really have to be like when you start. It can be during or even after. What do I mean? Let's say for when you start now, before you start, you feel so hyped. Then when you now want to like start putting in those ideas, you now get to like that, okay, how do I put this thing? How do I make sure this thing comes into realization? That is actually one. Then during, you can start your business now. Maybe you were so hyped to start the business, then when you now start the business, you are not feeling it anymore. You feel like, oh, that's actually another block. It can be anywhere. Then for maybe after for the product management, so now let me just use this like after you've already passed the product launch stage, because there are different stages in launching a business. So when you reach the product launch stage and everything is okay for the first 3 months, then after some months you now realize that users are no longer responding, making use of your product. Then you now be like, oh, because of everything that is happening, maybe you were so hyped before, you knew that, oh, this thing is going to stand out. You had a very great trust in that thing. Because of everything, you might also lose the creativity or the idea. But whenever you find yourself in that situation, for me, if I find myself in that situation, I'll just sleep. Or I'll just drop that thing and carry my phone to watch comedies. That's my own way of relaxing and forgetting about things. Sometimes I might just go somewhere, take my jotter and start writing things down. That is my own way of bringing things back. Sometimes I'll just sleep, listening to music. That's my own way of reviving myself back. But creative block brain find difficult to put that your creativity to practice.
Now, is it possible to prevent it, or it's an unavoidable occupational hazard?
It is not an hazard because we are humans. As a
that's an occupation.
It's not an hazard. Hazard is something that can kill you, can hurt you.
Yeah.
So it is not an hazard. It is just, when they say there's time for everything.
Yes.
There's time for you to feel sad. There's time for you to cry. There's time for you to laugh. So I feel that one is also a part. Even Elon Musk, we told you that he also faced a lot of creative blocks.
Okay.
Yes, so it is not an hazard, but it is unavoidable.
But it is unavoidable. So that means everybody should always learn to expect that they would be in a time they don't know what to do.
Yes, because everybody have their lowest. Your lowest today might be different from your lowest tomorrow, but it will surely happen. It might be due to pressure and other things, but it will surely happen.
Okay. Let me diverge a little bit and let me ask. If you want to add something to make it better today, what would you bring on back?
Okay. First off, I'll first restructure the team. I'll start with restructuring the team.
Okay.
The second thing I'll do is create a website. I'll create a website and make the people in the community feel more inclusive.
Okay.
Yes, that's how.
So the first thing is you're going to restructure the entire team.
Yeah.
That means you're going to sack and fire young people.
Maybe something like that. But I'll restructure the team.
Then create a website.
Yes, create a website that will make people feel carried.
Okay. Now let me ask you, you're a Man City fan. Why? Why Man City? Why not Arsenal? Why not Man United? Why not Stoke City? Why not Barca? Why not Madrid? Why Man City?
Okay. I joined Man City because of Pep Guardiola. I love. Yes, but even though I'm not living anymore.
So what did you see in Pep Guardiola that made you stay there?
He is the way he leads. He's a very strategic leader. He doesn't make noise too. He's more or less like a silent killer. He knows what he's doing. He's very, very strategic. Not Arsenal. Liverpool, no. I used to be a Juventus fan when I was in secondary school, but I left because the club is no longer what it used to be. No longer the European giant.
So if Man City stop being their giant that they used to be, you're leaving too.
No, I'm not leaving Man City again.
All right. If they say you should list the clubs in terms of 1 to 5, your top 5.
My top 5. Okay, number 1 is Man City for sure.
Sorry, players
Players in the club.
in Man City, yes.
Doku Doku. The first guy is Doku. Then Alan.
So if you can see Doku, you're marrying.
You now he's married.
I did not know. Okay, or married Doku. You don't like Linio, it's Doku you want.
No, I can't marry Doku. It's not my spec, but I just like him. I follow him on Instagram. I see the way he does his things. Yes, he's the kind of person you can actually choose as a role model in certain things. So Doku is the first. The second is Erling Haaland. I love his height and his hair. The second person is O'Reilly or O'Reilly. I don't even know.
Oh, really?
No, O'Reilly. O'Reilly.
Let's call it what everybody wants. Oh, really? Okay.
Then Checky. I like Checky. The fact that he's young and he has achieved something like that and is recognized, I give it to him. Then, who else? Which person can I pick? I don't think I like. Maybe Regendes. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It starts from R. Reinders. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but that's his name.
Oh, let's go this direction. What is the difference between Web 2 and Web 3?
Web 2 and Web 3. Okay. Before, when I joined the Web 3 space, they made me understand that Web 3 is decentralized and Web 2 is
undecentralized.
But it's not.
Okay.
I'll just
So,
say
Web 3 is not decentralized.
it's not, because everything. What's the meaning of decentralization?
Nobody's controlling it.
Exactly, and you have your own privacy. But the blockchain technology keeps record of everything, which is good for record keeping. But some people have now misused, or should I say, the main reason why it was created, it is no longer carrying out that function again.
Now cash out all of my
It's not really about cash out. Let's forget about the normal person that just joins the Web3 space.
Okay.
Let's not talk about the top charts in the Web3 space, the whales and all. Most of them, they have the money, yes. So they now accumulate these assets and control the market. They are the ones controlling the market. If not, why do you think something will just go down all of a sudden and come up? Go down, come up. Who is making it reduce in price? What is making it increase in price? They'll tell you when the level of demand is high and then there will be increase in price action. All those things are light. If someone gets something now and dumps, the price will go down. It's just like diligent trading. All these things is just you being strategic. If you study how it works and you are able to manipulate it to work for you, that is when you can say, okay, it works for you. Nobody is controlling you. Then that's when you can now bring in the term partially that, oh, it is decentralized for you. Yes, it is decentralized for you, but it is not decentralized. I'll just say central entities like organizations, central bodies. What they just did was that they reduced the frictions, they reduced the limitations and the bondages where two organizations placed on certain things, like the banking aspects now. They reduced it and now coined a name to differentiate themselves from those people. But if you still track this thing, you will know that there's still someone controlling this thing somewhere. They just coined a term.
Okay.
Vector just to
add blockchain to the back.
just to make it.
Or once you just say GN. Okay, so now let me ask, if so I reach out to you now and say, okay, we want to actually create a fully decentralized system. Is it possible?
Not possible, especially in the financial world. Web3, most people even know Web3 because of the financial aspect. DeFi made Web3 popular. So now imagine you say you want to create something in the Web3 space. Most people are even going into the financial space, the finance or the DeFi space, because they feel that's where the volume.
They don't know what to do.
Yes, because everybody have their lowest. The lowest today might be.
All right, so welcome again.
Viral
Trend.
trend to create impact.
Okay. Let me go this so that I'll not be. Yes, these are actually.
What is that? No. Ask now, we be here.
Alright. That is their work.
It's
Good. The people you are looking at, oh, I want to attain this height at this level that they've attained. They've said that. You see, sleep.
don't sleep.
Throw it away, like fling it away. Not like you don't sleep, but you would not sleep the way you think you would sleep. Now, we need to get a balance, because I'm one person that loves balance. I don't do to-do lists. I find it stressful.
I have to, if not, I will forget.
Myself, that's one of the easiest way for me to actually get things done.
It's because you feel that is how you think something.
Well, I've tried to
In
do
medicine, they will tell you that is ADHD.
Sorry, what is it?
I can't remember the full name, but I know it is attention deficit human disorder. Yes.
I'm not deficit of attention. I can pay my attention to something, right?
But your mind is in 1 million places at the same time. It's
Now, let me put it like this. Okay, working on this video, all right?
Then your mind is telling you. I feel that too sometimes, but I always force myself to complete that thing I'm doing, but at a faster pace. So that
Is
I
it
can.
a deficiency when I enjoy it? So why are you guys making it complex?
It is not.
If I am working on a content here, and the next thing my brain just picks up is you need to push out the post for this person or for this brand, I leave what I'm doing, I go push that up. Once I'm done, I come back to this and I continue working on it.
Wait. I want to understand something. For me now, for my to-do list stuff, I always give myself a time frame.
Yes, I know you guys do.
You guys do. That's new. I don't know about.
No, I've seen people that they do that. I do this between this time to this time. I do this between this time to this time. I do this between this time to this time.
I give myself a time frame. If I see that I'm still doing the same thing
Outside of that time.
I will stop. I'll go to the next thing. Make sure I finish that one and the one before after I then go back. And it works for me. That's why I said find out what works for you. I don't have any advice for anybody when it comes to life and work balance. Me now,
Or is it possible?
it's possible. You are different from me. I'm different from you. Me now, when it comes to exams period as a student, I can see
I still
the
as
old
an student.
ex-students.
Yeah, used to it. Yeah, welcome to
I
this
still
topic.
have one more exam to go. My
Okay.
second professional exam.
Why are you guys always looking for ways not missing? But you don't always continue. Why is it? What you have done? You know.
Okay, so as a student, when I want to prepare for exam, I might write everything out during the day, but I have to sleep for nothing less than 6 hours
Before you start reading.
before I start reading. If I sleep
Go
for 4 hours, I don't even have 5.5 hours, or 4 hours, and I say I want to read. If I come back and try to read, not to enter my, I still have to go back. Go and sleep, make sure it is complete. Come back.
Wow.
Complete what I'm doing.
How do you guys sleep?
And I can't read few days before the exam of any PDF and not still sick. But if I read in the night, it's a impact.
So that means you read for exam, not because you want to practice the course.
I read to understand, because if I cram, I'll forget. I don't know how to cram. That's like I'll first write it out, then in the night.
Yeah, I think I have someone also like that. The person can spend weeks writing everything. I'll be like, what are you writing? Like, so the way you were able to get that was because you actually experimented in a lot.
Yes, I tried morning, I tried evening, and I tried afternoon. Morning works for me maybe from 7 to 9. Let's prefer that. Morning works for me from 7 to 9, or maybe anytime I wake up till 9. Once it is 9, my brain is already saturated.
Now the day is over.
Then I have to like try other things out. In the evening, maybe 5, my brain might even still take in some things. But
Not again.
it is 8. No,
It's not even like
once
it.
it is 8, I'm shutting off. I need to sleep. My body doesn't stay
Some people knew.
maybe a few people that were already exposed. Also, the level of exposure to matter. But you can't really tell. Those people were just even banking on probability. It's not really.
So if you are to bank on probability, what are the things that you think, okay, AI is coming, AI is not here. What text you? If someone comes to you and say, I want to learn a text you, or let me put it like this, a father or a mother reaches out to you and say, oh, I want my child to learn a text you. You know, you have to put into the consideration that
not just anyhow founder.
don't be a founder.
You can be a
but
founder
okay.
if your head carry it.
If your head carries. Now, there's a reason why she's wearing face cap, but don't worry,
Being a founder comes with a lot of things. Then for the 5th one, I would say regulatory compliance stuff and all. Because,
compliance
yes,
in the general compliance world.
in and outside.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, okay, should the compliance be in and out of Web3 space or both Web3 and Web2?
Like in and out, inside the Web3,
3
out.
and out of the Web3
Yes,
space.
now.
Remember, because you have just said Web2 and Web3.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you stressing us? So,
What if there is a Web 4 by then?
why are you people making things more complicated?
just
Web2 said we never finish Web2. But let me ask a question. What is blockchain?
Blockchain or blockchain technology. It let me answer blockchain.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. What is blockchain? What is blockchain technology?
Okay. For blockchain, let me just use the simple term because I'm sure your audience might, or the audience might actually be
They might. Okay.
Web 2 people.
Yes, they have pride to with me to I know, but continue.
Primarily Web 2 people. Then, okay, a blockchain is more or less like your account book. A blockchain keeps record of everything that is happening in the Web3 space.
Okay.
So your account book keeps record of everything
your
that
to-do list.
goes in and out of your shop.
Okay.
Yes. That's
Now, what is blockchain technology?
blockchain technology. Is technology that revolves around
Keep your account book. So, if I get this well, blockchain is how you keep your account book.
It is the book itself.
Okay, blockchain is the book.
itself.
Technology is how you document.
Yes, and how
the
you
book.
apply.
How you now apply.
Yes.
You make loss yesterday, don't make loss today.
Yes.
And all of those things.
What it allows you to do with blockchain.
What it allows you to do with the blockchain.
Yes.
Wow. I've never thought I've heard it that basic before.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it to them rather, but at least this.
I said I've never heard it this basic before.
Oh.
Yeah, now they will not complain that they are not good tutors. Now you know the reason why she's the founder of many in DeFi. But the last question.
Okay.
As a founder, as someone in the Web2 space, as someone in the Web3 space, who is King V outside of... No, sorry. Who is Vivian Uchechi, right? Outside of King V, the Web3, the Web2 founder, made in DeFi, Alpha Foundation. Would pay.
Not would be.
But who is Vivian?
I'm just me.
You could have been me.
Yes, Vivian is the girl you are seeing that is calm. I'm calm. Am I not calm? I'm calm.
Yes, calm, yes.
I'm calm.
Okay, sorry, you're calm, okay.
I'm calm. Okay, I don't know, but I'm just me.
What is that mean? What are your hobbies? What do you like? What do you not like? What do you hate? What do you not hate? Outside of, what do you enjoy doing if you are not working?
Sleeping. I enjoy sleeping.
Then you enjoy sleep?
Yes, I enjoy sleeping. That's my.
And they tell you should not go and sleep. Okay, but continue.
I enjoy sleep.
There are part of people that will say don't sleep. Yeah, okay, she used to say go and sleep. All this not sleep.
But things I don't like. I hate it when someone has zero sense of urgency. Right? Well, that's the first thing. And I hate it when someone is inconsiderate. I hate it when someone tells lies. I hate it when someone mocks people and you are composed. It's okay to brag, but I hate it when you do not consider people. You have zero sense of urgency. Those are things I dislike for now. Yes.
Women, there is book. Just as long as this.
That's what I mean.
Okay, so I'm ending,
Okay.
and I want to now throw this. If you have access to get something from the universe, just one thing,
Just one thing.
what would it be?
Just one thing.
Yeah.
Wisdom. I want wisdom so bad. Everyone knows that that's what I want. Wisdom. I want it so bad. That's what I want.
But wisdom is the
I don't want long life.
wisdom is the application of knowledge.
Maybe to some people, but
Or what is
that is
wisdom?
what people say.
What is what wisdom is to you?
Knowledge is to know. Wisdom is when you are able to. For me, why I want to have wisdom is because I want to be able to save myself, know how to say things, know how to turn situations around.
Not to manipulate people.
No, turn situations around, not manipulate people.
You find people in situations
No, turn situations around.
that involves people.
Turn situations around.
But it involves people.
I don't know.
Okay, so manipulate people. Okay. I'm with you.
That's also what I know about wisdom. People say it is the application of knowledge. And for you to saying that this is my child, this is not my child, at that point, he didn't know whose child it was.
My brother actually did a bad thing to me, right? For you to know how young I was, for me not to remember when it actually happened. When growing up, when I'm done, we eat together, in the house. I think maybe we eat together in the house, or me and my brother kind of eat together. Like, you can't change the situation without. Well, thank you so much for being here. It's a privilege to learn and see things from your perspective. And
what an incredible way to begin this journey. Today's conversation has shown us that creativity is far more about talent or profession. It's a way of thinking, the way of solving problems, and a way of creating opportunities where others may see limitations. From our guest perspective from today's Spotlight conversation, we've been reminded that every creative journey is unique, but they all begin with one thing: the decision to create. If there is one thing to take away from day one, it is this: creativity isn't reserved for selected few. It is a skill that can be developed, refined, and used to make meaningful impact in whatever field you choose. I hope today's conversation has challenged you to think differently, to dream bigger, and to embrace your own creative potential. Thank you very much for spending your time with us today. We'll be back tomorrow with another exciting lineup of guests, another inspiring Spotlight conversation, and even more perspective as we continue exploring one simple but powerful question: what is creativity? Until then, keep learning, keep creating, and keep believing in your own ideas.
Thank you so much, Aderonke. And to our amazing guests, to the Spotlight Future, to our partners, to every single person watching, thank you for being a part of day one of what is creativity. We hope that today's conversation inspired you to see creativity in a new light and encourage you to take the next step on your own creative journey. If you enjoyed this episode, please do not forget to like, to share, to subscribe to our platform, and do not miss the remainder of this series. Also, we'd love to hear from you in the comment section. So tell us, what does creativity mean to you? We've asked a lot of people today, we now know what creativity is to them. But here's the question: what is creativity to you? Your perspective could also inspire someone else. On behalf of Aderonke and the entire ΑΓBΑ Cinema team, our guests, our Spotlight, and everyone who made today's production possible, thank you. I'm Olade Abel, and this has been